there, everyone! Welcome back to Just Go Places, your go-to channel for charming local spots and unique travel finds. There's an old joke about Martha's Vineyard that it's a New Yorker's idea of what country life is like. A quick look at 3 popular general stores on the island shows there's a bit of truth in that. You get general stores in different areas of the vineyard, even though there are supermarkets on the island too. Visitors still buy into the quaint charm of going to a cute little general store. We will uncover what makes them special, from their unique offerings to the warm, welcoming atmosphere that makes you feel right at home. Let's check them out. Everyone knows about Morning Glory, which claims it's a farm stand. Yes, it's a farm stand, but there are also regular farm stands on the island, and this one is so much more. What sets Morning Glory Farm apart is its incredible selection of farm fresh produce. They even host seasonal events like pumpkin picking in the fall, making it a year-round destination. You can get all your meals here, as well as all the ingredients you need to throw a beautiful dinner party. As you enter Morning Glory, you are immediately charmed because the big farmhouse porch is covered in wildflowers and the front is full of flowers for sale as well. You get to carry your choices around in these sweet little wooden baskets because, it is all about the aesthetic. The bakery is well regarded, especially the zucchini bread. The recipe is in the Morning Glory cookbook. Yes, they have their own cookbook. And that's when I realized they are very liberal with the sugar in the zucchini bread. No wonder it tastes so good. The pies are also another firm favorite with customers, as are the muffins. Outside, before the farm stand officially opens, there is a little food truck where you can get your coffee and bakery fix early. Most accommodation on the island are rental properties with a kitchen, so that is a valid option if you don't want to eat out all the time. Morning Glory is owned by the Athearn family. The first Athearn was believed to have been born somewhere in Kent in England and came to Edgartown in the 17th century. He came over as a servant and, in a true fulfillment of the American dream, married the daughter of his employer and then got his own farm. They had 9 kids. Throughout the centuries, there's been lots of Athearns on Martha's Vineyard, so they really are a local family. Morning Glory was started in 1943 when 17.5 acres of it was bought for $7 at a tax auction. The farm added more acres later, including in Chilmark and West Tisbury, which was more traditionally agricultural on the island than the, edges of Edgartown where it's now located. Now it grows about 55 acres of vegetables, fruits, herbs, and flowers, and as much again in hay and pasture land. It's the largest farm operation on the island, also a big employer. At the farm stand, you can get various things in season, starting with asparagus in the spring and squash in the winter. Some of the items, like the preserves or the Martha's Vineyard sea salts, make cute souvenirs. As you can tell, the vegetables and the fruit look amazing, and they taste as good as they look. There is definitely a cost associated with buying local, but in our opinion, it's definitely worth it to have great ingredients and be healthy. So Morning Glory is committed to eco-friendly farming. It's 100% non-GMO grown crops, and you can spot the farm from the Edgartown West Tisbury Road by its giant windmill. This 50 kilowatt-hour windmill has so far created enough electricity to offset the carbon emissions of more than 100 cars on the road for a year. The farm is also active in farmland conservation. If you are in the vineyard for the summer season, consider getting a CSA membership where you will get seasonal produce, flowers, or bread options regularly. In addition, they have now got a Mo-Glow food truck where you can get breakfast early and also lunch, but it closes at 2 o'clock. Where there are pre-prepared meals that require minimal effort if you spent all day at the beach and didn't plan for cooking, and it's just too much effort to go out for a meal. A very New York thing is the salad bar. I also personally love the soups, which are always great, and there's always a non-vegetarian option available. All this goodness is pricey, but you do get good quality for what you pay. If you like what you see here, remember to leave us a like. Thanks. As usual, you will get branded merchandise from the farm as well as stuff from other local providers and the sea salt and some of the chocolate made on the island. There are always a couple of checkouts open, so even during the busy times, it doesn't get that busy. As you leave, you are once again greeted by all the great flowers. The flowers at the entry really make a huge difference in the welcoming atmosphere. Outside, there is a spacious parking lot and a seating area. There are toys for kids to play with and picnic with. Morning Glory is also helpfully on a main bike path. It's super easy to get to and a good destination for a ride to and from and a good place to hang out. At Morning Glory, you really appreciate the farm-to-table lifestyle and the sense of community and the connection to local agriculture that the farm fosters. Next up, Alley's is another vineyard institution. Founded in 1858, Alley's holds the title of the oldest operating retail establishment on Martha's Vineyard. This historic gem has been serving the community for over 160 years, cornerstone of local history and culture. A few years back, it had a glow up which left some locals rumbling. Yes, it's less ramshackle than it used to be, probably more profitable now. Nobody really seems to like change on this island, although it generally tends to be for the better. Alley's is a general store in West Tesbury, right in the little village center. There's a front porch and rocking chairs that people like to hang out in. The front porch is small and the parking lot's not very big either, and it's shared with the absolutely great cafe 7A next door. So it does have more turnover than, say, the neighborhood spot that chilling out at front of the Chilmark General Store is. What makes Alley so special is an eclectic mix of items. It's got everything from groceries to mail services to household goods. The grocery section is small but well curated. There is a large toy section which is good for presents for visiting children, as well as cheap novelty toys for kids to have spending money fix. You get the impression that there are a lot of spoiled kids and kids that come visit their grandparents, and this is where they go. And in fact, about a third of the store is full of toys. I get the feeling that this store saw what Granite, Five and Dime, which is in Edgartown, was doing with its toy section, which is like a mecca for little kids. And my kids would go there all the time with their allowance money. If they had been good, they got to buy something, and decided that they would like a bit of that market because it's very, very similar. The selection here is probably better curated and has less plastic junk, so more eco-friendly. And for all the dog parents out there, there is a whole section so your fur baby does not have to feel left out. No judgment, because we buy plenty of things for our dogs here too. There are lots of good gift ideas as well as souvenirs. You'll definitely be able to find a good hostess gift here. They have definitely also gone for more impulse purchases that are sprinkled liberally throughout the store. It's a gold mine for impulse shoppers like me. I have gone in there and I've always found something, whether it is Jaws themed breath mints or chocolates from Vermont, or cool flavors of barbecue sauce. By the way, they have a Italian sauce which comes straight from Sicily. It is among the best Italian jarred sauces that I have ever had, and it is so good, and I've never seen the brand anywhere else. We always get it when we're there. The fact that they have stress balls, fidget toys, etc. in this otherwise idyllic rural paradise attests to the sort of people who come to this island. They're all fairly hectic city folk who come here to rest and relax, and it takes them a while, and sometimes old habits die hard, so they still need their fidget spinners or their stress balls to relax properly. Does anyone need this pretty tape measure with its embroidered cover? I'm sure any reputable construction person would be like not seen dead with it, but I thought it was so pretty I had to have it. One of the things about this store is that it is also the local mailing office, so you could have a mailbox here if you are a resident. So that was something an old-fashioned general store would do. There's also a beach shop where you can buy anything you need for a day at the beach. Katama is generally where the finance bros and their families hang out, so the Katama General Store seems to cater to a lot of New York City types. The tagline Beach Bodega also makes the New Yorkers feel right at home using their own vernacular. Drink broccoli chips and other very healthy food. The Katama General Store stands out for its diverse selection of gourmet food and beverages. There are some gift items and impulse purchases that kids will want. So we've seen a couple of incredible general stores that you simply can't miss. And what are the differences so far? Morning Glory Farm offers farm fresh produce and a warm, community-focused atmosphere. Alley's General Store is a historic gem with an eclectic mix of items and nostalgic charm. So, what's Katama General Store got to offer? It's a laid-back, beachy vibe of gourmet foods and friendly service. Like a lot of places on the island, it's got its share of merch. For whatever reason, people seem to want to advertise where they vacation, so I buy stuff with the logo printed on it. They make good souvenirs for taking home or as gifts for people. The Black Dog on the Vineyard started this trend years ago and have made a killing on it, and everyone else has jumped on the bandwagon. They sell wine here, so you don't even have to go to a package store to get your bottles of wine for the beach, so it's one-stop shopping. Deli is excellent and has a great choice for breakfast and lunch. This is the place to get stuff for your beach picnic to go. The lobster roll, by the way, is a favorite of mine. There are some quirky books and some beach reading, a few things for the beach, some necessities basically. Not the big selection you get at Alley's, but it is good enough for a quick shop if you don't want to go all the way to Stop and Shop. The Edgartown Stop and Shop is very well stocked, but it does get insanely busy in the peak months and probably will interfere with your good vacation chillaxing vibes. If you eat on site, the seating area is spacious and usually filled in the summer months, and it's separated from the busy road to South Beach by serious amounts of flowering. There are other general stores on the island. These photos of the only store on Chappaquiddick are from before it was renovated. The renovation hasn't really glassed it up too much. It still looks like a movie set from Deliverance, which is ironic since the median price of a house there was $4.4 million in 2024. The Chilmark store is likewise in a well-heeled neighborhood. People gather for pizza on the front porch, and there's a small smattering of stuff inside, sort of like the Katama General Store with its deli and daily provisions. So there you have it. 3 incredible general stores that you simply can't miss when visiting Martha's Vineyard. Martha's Vineyard is super pretty and you will not lack for good food, especially if you have bought into the farm to table. If you thought this video was helpful, remember to leave a like, and if you want to see more travel and travel related content, then remember to hit subscribe. Thanks very much for joining me on this quick tour. I hope you feel inspired to visit and experience the charm and community spirit of these wonderful places.